Check out what the satisfied Dan Gemis real estate team clients are saying about working with the Dan Gemis team. Visit dangemis.com.
I got to thank you for being a voice of reason in a sea of insanity.
Now back to the Dan Gemis Real Estate Show on AM800.
Well, thank you for joining us with you till 1 o'clock today and every Saturday and Sunday from noon to 1 here on AM800. In studio with me today, Fadi El Dandachi, and you got a special listener tuning in right now.
Yeah, my mom is visiting us, so
nice.
It's nice to have her. It's been 9 months since we saw her.
Nice.
So she's at home with the boys.
Tuning in.
Yes. So, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for listening. You have a couple listings you want to mention as well.
I do.
Go for it.
I have a listing coming up on the 3rd of March, Jefferson, Clemenceau area, or Norcrest area, kind of off Banwell. And on the 9th, we have one near Jefferson and Clemenceau. So both really great homes. We'll have open houses in the upcoming weekends. So we'll definitely be posting a lot on social media coming soon.
Nice. Good stuff. Okay, so air pollution.
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
Very bad. Air pollution's on the rise and could be taking a toll on our health. And well, this is a countdown of the Canadian cities with the worst air pollution. So according to the World Health Organization, 91% of the world's population is living in spaces where the World Health Organization's air quality guidelines are not met. High levels of air pollution comes with an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, lung cancer, and respiratory diseases, such as asthma, for example. Yeah. While Canada's far down the worst offender list, it's usually third in the world for best air quality, actually.
Wow.
Which, is good news. Many Canadian cities could still be at risk for causing health-related issues from poor air quality. So here is the top 10 list. And Windsor is on this list. I was kind of shocked. I shouldn't say I'm shocked to see it, on the list of top 10, but I was shocked in his position.
Yeah.
So let's see. Number 10 on the list is Saskatchewan. So Saskatoon falls below the health organization's recommended maximum levels of micrograms of air particles, basically, per cubic meter. The city has an average of 6.8 micrograms, according to a 2016 Environment and Climate Change Canada report. Saskatoon shares its particulate matter level with London, Ontario.
Wow.
So London is, I guess, technically would be number 10 as well, right?
Yeah.
Number 9, St. Catharines, the city less than an hour away from the U.S. border at Buffalo, has 6.9 micrograms per cubic meter. So to improve your indoor air quality, Health Canada recommends using an air filter such as a HEPA filter and electrostatic precipitors.
Oh, wow.
These scientific words, which can reduce some air contaminants through stay clear of any filters that produce lung-irritating ozone. Toronto is next on the list. It comes as no surprise.
Yeah, Toronto's no surprise,
right?
For sure.
Canada's biggest city has a lot of air pollution. Toronto has an average of 7 micrograms. Ontario cities often face high levels of smog in the summer months. This mixture of air pollutants can be respiratory irritants, which can impact those living with respiratory diseases such as COPD. If you experience symptoms during smog and high humidity, controlling the humidity inside your home can help improve your symptoms, according to the Ontario Lung Association. Next on the list at number 7, we have Montreal.
Again, a big city.
Another big city. Montreal, situated along the St. Lawrence River, has an average of 7.1 micrograms. Montreal has some of the worst air quality in the country because of high number of wood-burning stoves.
Still.
Isn't that interesting? The city has 50,000 domestic wood-burning appliances, though new rules will force homeowners to replace or stop using them. The government of Quebec recommends using alternate heat sources in your home and burning only dry wood, such as oak. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, wood fireplaces lead to carcinogens, technically. I can see how that can relate.
Kitchener, next on the list, number 6. So the city about an hour west of Toronto has an average of 7.3 micrograms. You can reduce the overall exposure, blah, blah. Okay, so next. Hamilton. So this is where I thought Hamilton
be number 1.
Or Sarnia would be kind of number 1 on the list with the, with the factories. So Hamilton has an average of 7.8 micrograms. The city has the highest rate of air pollution in the province of Ontario, mostly due to industry and car travel, going back to 2016. So, interesting. Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, number 4. Yellowknife has an average of 7.8 micrograms per cubic meter, but the trend line is moving in the right direction. The city's actually greatly improved their air pollution. In 2014, Yellowknife averaged 15.8 micrograms, so double, more than double. That's
wow. I wouldn't think Yellowknife would be on the list.
yeah. Regina, Saskatchewan, next on the list, number 3. Regina, the capital of Saskatchewan, is located on the prairies in the center of North America. The city's air pollution registers at 8.1 micrograms per cubic meter. In 2008, the city had a marking of 4.6. 2008. Now it's 8.1. That's an increase of 170%.
Yes, that's a lot.
Huge. Due to the Fort McMurray fires, entire regions of western Saskatchewan are now also experiencing poor air quality measurements.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Number 2, which, again, I was kind of surprised, Quebec City. Quebec. So the capital of Quebec City, has an average of 8.2 micrograms per cubic meter of air pollution. While anyone can be affected by pollution, those at the greatest risk involve individuals with heart conditions, respiratory conditions, people with diabetes, the elderly, children, and pregnant women, according to the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Now, number 1 on the list of the most polluted cities in the country.
No way.
Windsor.
Come on.
That's what the article says.
How?
Windsor, a city located along the Detroit River, has an average of 8.3 micrograms per cubic meter.
Wow.
Individuals with lung and heart disease should consult Environment Canada's Air Quality Health Index. So it doesn't state why. I guess just measuring the air quality.
Yeah.
It's got to have something to do with Zug Island and the various,
Definitely.
stuff on the other side of the border, I would think. Because to me, like, Sarnia's not on the list. Sarnia's got to be up there, you would think.
It's kind of scary, to be honest. Like, knowing that now.
There's not a massive difference between, Windsor and, really, Windsor's at 8.3, Quebec's 8.2, Regina's 8.1, Yellowknife's 7.8. There's not a massive difference in air quality.
So listen, you don't want to be
in those, but you don't want to be on the list for sure.
No.
I don't like it. But
Wonder what the listeners are thinking.
what do you think, listeners? Windsor, number 1 on the list of most polluted cities in the country.
Makes me want
Text
to
us.
come out to the county.
10800. Well, you wonder, right? Like, you wonder how does it affect, LaSalle, Tecumseh, Belle River, Amherstburg, Leamington, Kingsville as much?
Yeah.
As it does? I would think, like, it's a pretty small area. I can't imagine the air quality is that much different.
I think we're close to a lot of industry that's not in our control, like you said.
Well, unfortunately, right? So there you go.